Trauma-informed care is the approach that we want programs, schools, foster parents, etc. to work from so that we can stop the cycle of trauma and toxic stress and create positive change. Oftentimes in mental health agencies, schools, and various stakeholders seek out trauma-informed training. A common question we get in this training is, I really understand trauma and how it impacts us, but now what? Well, we have the answer for you, and that is collaborative problem solving. This model has a mantra that believes kids do well if they can. And so if they're not doing well, then something must be getting in their way. And we are going to work tirelessly to find out what that is. So the mantra, kids do well if they can, runs counter to the belief that kids do well if they want to, which is the belief behind many contingency programs like rewards and consequence. This belief that kids are only acting negatively because they don't care or just want to be bad is a belief that leads to a whole host of counterproductive interventions that most often leads to conflict, suspensions, and unfortunately, physical intervention like restraints. Now imagine a time when you were not at your best, when you might have made a mistake in your life. Did you want to make that mistake? Did you want to do poorly and get in trouble? I've certainly had those moments, and no, I didn't want to be bad. I lacked the skill, not the will to do well. Something about the situation, paired with my lagging skills, made it really hard for me to meet the demands placed in front of me. In this model, we look at the challenging behavior, but only in the context of problems to be solved, or what we would like to say as the trigger or expectation that created the challenge for the student. And then we look at the lagging neurocognitive or thinking skills that are lagging that led them to not meet that challenge. The cornerstone of the model, using a Plan B approach, focuses on the problem to be solved and uses empathy skills to get the child's concern about the problem first. Then we share our concern with the child so that we can establish a framework for the problem solving. Once we have these concerns, we can work to come up with a solution that meets both the child's concern and the adult's concern. This is crucial in that it is most effective and best way to get a child invested in creating positive change and building skills. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to and heard from about contingency programs like rewards and consequences have fallen flat and oftentimes made the situation worse. Not only does this model fit the trauma-informed framework, but it also aligns perfectly with the neurosequential model in the regulate, relate, and reason sequence. Our staff received this training and implement the program using supervision to this model to ensure fidelity and work through struggles. If you want to learn more about this heavily researched, evidence-based approach to working with challenging students, interesting fact, this works with all populations, parents, employees, coworkers, use our contact section on the website or call the number below. Thank you for spending time with me to learn about collaborative problem solving.